He knows, he can see when the double team is coming his way. Right here, the Mavs trying to throw a little zone at the Lakers to get the ball out of the playmaking of LeBron and Luka. Doncic, couple of head fakes, throws the trifecta, and now he's in double figures with 10. Lakers take a 6-point advantage to the second quarter, and Dončić doing Dončić things. Couple of head fakes, Thompson all over him, doesn't matter. 28-22 LA. When Luka Doncic stands at the three-point line with a defender draped all over him, something special is about to happen. The crowd knows it, the bench knows it, even the defender knows it. But knowing and stopping it are two completely different things. What unfolded in this sequence was pure offensive artistry, the kind that makes elite defenders question their entire existence. This wasn't just scoring, this was domination. This was Luka Doncic reminding the basketball world that he might be the most unguardable player on the planet. The Dallas Mavericks walked into this game with their backs against the wall. The Los Angeles Lakers were rolling. LeBron James was conducting the offense like a symphony. The ball was moving. Players were cutting. Shooters were finding rhythm. Everything was clicking for LA, and they had built a comfortable 6-point lead heading into the second quarter. Dallas knew they had a problem. When LeBron has the ball in his hands and the offense is flowing, it's nearly impossible to stop. His court vision is legendary. His passing angles are surgical. His ability to manipulate defenses and create open looks has been terrorizing teams for over 2 decades. So the Mavericks made an adjustment. They threw a zone defense at the Lakers to disrupt the flow and force the ball out of the playmaking of LeBron and Luka. This is championship-level coaching. Jason Kidd understood that playing straight man-to-man against the LeBron-orchestrated offense is suicide. You have to throw different looks. You have to make them uncomfortable. You have to take away what they do best and force them to beat you differently. The zone wasn't designed to shut down the Lakers completely. It was designed to slow them down, to make them work harder, to disrupt their rhythm and timing. For a few possessions, it worked. The Lakers had to reset. They had to think. They had to grind through the defensive scheme instead of flowing effortlessly into easy buckets. But here's the thing about playing zone defense. It buys you time on one end, but then you have to go down and score on the other end. And when you're trailing a team like the Lakers, you need your superstar to deliver in a massive way. Enter Luka Doncic. Luka caught the ball on the perimeter in a half-court set. This wasn't a fast break. This wasn't scramble offense where defenses are out of position. This was organized, set defense, the kind where elite defenders are supposed to thrive. The Lakers were ready. They were locked in. And Luka was facing intense pressure. But then, Luka did what Luka does. He started manipulating the defense with his footwork. A couple of head fakes, not wild or exaggerated, but subtle and calculated. Each movement designed to create just a fraction of hesitation in the defender's mind. That's the genius of Luka Doncic. He doesn't just shoot over defenders. He doesn't just use athleticism to blow by them. He plays mental chess, making defenders question their positioning, their timing, their entire defensive approach. The first defender bit slightly on the fake. Just a tiny weight shift, just a millisecond of uncertainty. And in the NBA, a millisecond is all you need. Luka rose up and fired the three-pointer with absolute confidence. The ball splashed through the net like it was inevitable, like it was scripted, like there was never any doubt. Luka now had 10 points, and while the Lakers still held their 6-point advantage going into the second quarter, something had shifted. The momentum was starting to change. You could feel it in the arena. Luka was heating up, and when Luka gets hot, he can single-handedly erase deficits and take over entire quarters. From a coaching perspective, this shot was a nightmare for the Lakers. They had played solid defense. They were in position. They contested. But Luka created separation through deception alone. His release is lightning quick. His balance is perfect even when defenders are draped all over him. He doesn't need space. He creates his own reality with head fakes, shoulder shimmies, and elite footwork. This is what makes him virtually unguardable. You can't give him space or he'll shoot over you. You can't press up tight or he'll blow by you. You can't help off shooters or he'll find them. Every defensive option has a flaw, and Luka exploits them all. But Luka wasn't done, not even close. What happened next was pure basketball theater. The kind of sequence that ends up on highlight reels and becomes a viral moment across social media. Luka got the ball again, in a similar situation, same spot on the floor, same half-court set, but this time, the defender knew what was coming. This time, the defender was ready. This time, the defender stayed glued to Luka's body, hands up, feet planted, doing everything textbook perfect to prevent another three-pointer. And it didn't matter. Luka went into his bag again. Same head fakes, same manipulation, same deadly footwork. The defender was all over him, and the announcer made sure to emphasize that point. The defender gave maximum effort. He contested as hard as humanly possible. He did everything a defender is coached to do in that situation. But Luka rose up anyway and buried another three-pointer right in his face. The ball kissed nothing but net. The score was now 28-22 in favor of the Lakers, but the story wasn't the score. The story was what just happened. The story was that Luka Doncic just cooked an elite defender twice in a row with the exact same move, and there was absolutely nothing the defender could do about it. This is what separates good players from generational superstars. Good players hit open shots. Great players hit contested shots. But transcendent, generational talents, they make elite defenders look helpless even when those defenders are playing perfect defense. They create offense out of thin air. They turn impossible shots into routine makes. And then came the moment that sent shockwaves through the basketball world. After hitting that second three-pointer, Luka smacked the defender, not in anger, not in frustration, in celebration, in pure, unfiltered dominance. It was the ultimate sign of disrespect. The basketball equivalent of saying, "I just embarrassed you twice in a row and you couldn't do anything to stop me." That's killer instinct. That's confidence. That's the mentality of a player who knows he's special and wants the entire world to know it too. This sequence reveals everything you need to know about modern NBA offense and why Luka Doncic is so terrifying to defend. His basketball IQ is off the charts. He reads defenses before they even rotate. He sees double teams coming from a mile away. He knows when help defenders are cheating toward him and when shooters are open on the weak side. But more than that, he has the skill set to capitalize on everything he sees. The step-back three is nearly unblockable. The head fakes create hesitation. The footwork is elite. The release is quick and high, and the confidence is unshakable. When Luka gets into his rhythm, he's playing a different game than everyone else on the floor. For the Lakers, this was a warning sign. Yes, they were still winning. Yes, LeBron was controlling the game, but Luka was heating up. And when Luka gets into one of his zones, when he starts hitting these impossible shots and toying with defenders, he can erupt for 40 or 50 points and completely flip the script of a game. This is why the Mavericks have built their entire offense around him. He's not just their best player, he is their offense. When Luka has the ball, defenses are faced with impossible decisions. Play up tight, and he blows by you. Give him space, and he shoots over you. Send help, and he finds open shooters. There's no right answer. There's only damage control. The Western Conference is a bloodbath this season. Every single night is a war. The Nuggets have Nikola Jokic playing at an MVP level. The Lakers have LeBron James and Anthony Davis forming one of the most dangerous duos in basketball. The Suns have Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. The Clippers have Kawhi Leonard when healthy. But the Mavericks have Luka Doncic. And sequences like this, where he completely embarrasses defenders, hits impossible shots, and shows that unshakable confidence, are why Dallas believes they can compete with anyone in a 7-game series. The question has never been whether Luka can take over individual games. We've seen him do that countless times. He's had 40-point triple-doubles. He's hit game winners. He's destroyed elite defenses in the playoffs. The question is whether he can sustain that level of dominance over a full playoff run and lead Dallas to a championship. Every time Luka steps on the court, he's being measured against greatness, against Dirk Nowitzki's legendary career in Dallas, against the current crop of superstars like Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid, against his own limitless potential. And moments like this, where he toys with defenders, hits clutch shots, and shows zero fear, are the building blocks of a championship legacy. The defender who got cooked in this sequence will have nightmares about those head fakes. He'll replay those possessions in his mind, wondering what he could have done differently. And the honest answer is,
Nothing. Because when Luka Doncic is locked in and feeling himself, there is no defense. There is no scheme. There is only witnessing greatness. Luka Doncic just put the entire NBA on notice. He hit back-to-back three-pointers with elite defenders draped all over him. He used the same moves twice and got the same results both times. And then he smacked the defender to punctuate the moment. This wasn't just scoring. This was a statement. The Lakers walked away with the win, but Luka Doncic walked away with something more important. Fear, respect, the knowledge that when he's in his bag, nobody can guard him. Not man-to-man, not zone, not double teams. Nobody. This is the player the Mavericks are betting their championship hopes on. This is the player who has to carry them through the absolute gauntlet that is the Western Conference playoffs. And if this sequence proved anything, it's that Luka has the talent, the confidence, and the killer instinct to do exactly that. If you think Luka Doncic is the most unguardable player in the NBA right now, smash that like button. Drop your predictions for how far the Mavs go this season in the comments, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss another moment of basketball greatness. The Luka magic is just getting started, and you don't want to miss what happens next.